Hello everyone, this is the fix video because the last one had a small problem due to editing. So this is the fixed one. I'll try to make it as explainable as the previous one. I'll try to not diverge from it too much. And this is the video, give me a second, sorry, just to bring my notes as well. This is the video for the week of the 27th until the 1st of November. So from the 27th of October we had Moon in Pisces, and it was making an opposition with Venus. And then on 28th of October we had in the early morning or late night in somewhere else in the world, we had Mercury entering Libra, going retrograde, so 29th degree of Libra, and Venus going into Libra from the 0 degree, all the way from Virgo, passing into Libra, and they have about 3 minutes difference from one to the other as they go into Libra. Mercury on the 28th, and for the next few days I do believe it's true because of the difference between the degrees and how much we accept the degrees between 0 and 8 to any aspect that the planets make. And it's making opposition to Uranus and conjunction to the Sun. So we still might be feeling a bit fuzzy because Mercury is still retrograde. We might still be feeling a bit unsure of our moves and not sure how it will go through. But things are looking up because next week Mercury is turning direct again. From the 3rd or 4th of November, Mercury is turning direct one more time. So it will start to get a bit better. Don't expect things to come back to normal. Of course, what is normal in 2020? Not even this video. What else I've put through? Sorry if I'm messing up things, but it's a bit of an impromptu, if I'm saying it correctly, video at this moment. So for Wednesday, I had, Wednesday being yesterday, I had Venus trining Saturn and Pluto, which I believe it's still doing, but the aspects have lost much of the power due to the distance. And we had Neptune sextiling Jupiter on exact sextile, I believe, on Wednesday, but it will still be having some effects on us. So it might seem that we can expand on things, it might seem that we can do things to get things done, but the view we have is not very clear. It might seem like we don't have the whole information we need, and things might still be fuzzy because of Neptune. Take care of that and don't rush into things. Remember that Mars is still retrograding until the middle of November. For Thursday and Friday we have the Moon in Aries, and the Moon it was going to make a conjunction to Chiron. So as with every month, for as long as Chiron is in Aries, it's going to still bring up some kind of emotional healing that needs to be done. I'll probably try to say it every month. Sorry. But also remember, because on the program I'm using I don't have Chiron, but I do remember that he's in the beginning of Aries, that Chiron is going to be making an opposition to Venus. I believe it's this week. And that might bring also some problems to solve. It might bring some healing to be done. So see what it brings up, see what is brought up from your emotional planes and see what you need to change. Of course, Venus has to do with our values, with money, with a lot of things, but it's Venus is in her house in Libra, and we are kind of looking for the beauty in things. We're kind of looking for how to get better in things, how to promote ourselves in relationships. That's for Thursday and Friday, and of course we have Mercury in square with Saturn, and that I do believe, if I'm not very wrong, that it's coming to a conclusion on the exact degrees on Sunday, so I'll try to speak for that for Sunday. So because Mercury is retrograding, it might be that we feel a bit fuzzy in our thoughts. It might be that we cannot express ourselves clearly. But Saturn, making a square to that, is putting you in a position that you need to put structure in things and say things clearly. Express yourself clearly. On Saturday, of course, we have the full moon on the axis of Taurus and Scorpio. Scorpio Sun, Taurus Moon. It's a full moon, so it's going to bring some reflections. Look at that. Look at what you've done in the last 14 days and what you might need to change in the next week, or what you need to have as results in the next few days. But what happens on this full moon is that the moon is conjuncting exactly Uranus. So Uranus is always the one that kind of stirs the pot. It's always the one that will bring something unexpected into the equation. So see and try to feel what comes up for you in unexpected ways. Try to understand if some solutions are coming up for you in some unexpected ways. What I made a note, at least in the chart I've put through, I have Mars in Aries retrograding, but in the 12th house. Because of the time difference, in a chart I had from my very good friend and mentor Zoe Hind, she put it in the 1st house. Either way, I feel, what I'm feeling at least on this part with Mars retrograding in Aries, is the need to express an anger, an angst, something that needs to come up. It might be in the 12th house, it might be in the 1st house. In the 12th, I have a feeling it's going to be more of a deep issue, more of an issue to do with cosmic events that bring up fear, bring up some deep-rooted fears and deep-rooted angers. That's what I'm feeling. I believe we saw that today. This video is made on the Thursday, 29th of October. So I think I heard something about France being terrorized from some attack, so that might be something to do with, of course, Mars in Aries, but also something to signify what's coming ahead with Mars in Aries in this full moon. Uranus, of course, is in the 1st house, so things are coming unexpectedly, and it's making a conjunction with the Moon and an opposition with the Sun. So it might feel like your energy is going some places that you don't expect it to. Try to go with the flow, I will say, and see what it leads you to. On the other hand, on Sunday, I believe we have the exact square between Mercury retrograding and Saturn. So any ideas that might seem fuzzy, anything you're not clear on, Saturn will make you dig better, dig more, and find out exactly how you need to work through that. And on Sunday we have, of course, still the moon in Taurus. So it's still that kind of a feeling that you can relax a bit. On to the tarot now. The first card that was pulled was the Star. Of course, it's the card of Aquarius, and Aquarius ruler is Uranus, so it makes sense to have the Star here in the week of the sun, of this full moon. But to me it speaks about healing, it speaks about luck, it speaks about opportunities, it speaks about following your North Star and finding what you need to work through and what you need to do. It's about looking at the stars and bringing that energy to the earth through you, through your vibrations, through the work you're doing. The second card is the Six of Swords, and it's Mercury in Aquarius. Mercury is not in Aquarius at the moment, but that's not the issue. This card speaks about science, and to me it's talking about something to do with a breakthrough that perhaps religions will not accept. As you can see, all the swords in the card are pointing towards a cross, and I can't really be sure what the artist was talking about here, but how I interpret it is that we might have some kind of a breakthrough with the virus, some kind of a breakthrough with something else in the whole system, the whole science, the whole scientific community. I'm feeling that there will be something new, something exciting, something undiscovered yet, something that no one expected to see. I've heard the past few days that they found water on the moon, so that might be signified here as well. But I have a feeling and I have a hope as well that something will come through on this full moon, or even the next days after, to signify a breakthrough in science and hopefully a breakthrough with the virus. The third card is the Two of Cups, and it's talking about love. It's Venus in the Crab, Cancer. To me, this card speaks about unity, speaks about coming together of people, it speaks about working together. It talks about unconditional love and letting love flow freely. So try to find that in you and don't let the anxiety, the anger, the fear put you down. That's the feeling I'm getting from this card, at least. The other two cards I'm going to explain together because it kind of feels like they're supposed to be explained together. I'm hoping that you can see them. It's the Five of Swords, and they're talking about defeat. It's Venus in Aquarius, and it's the Five of Cups, talking about disappointment, and it's Mars in Scorpio. What is weird about these two coming together, it's less the fact that they're both fives, less the fact that we're talking about male energy and female energy, and the sign, the planets are reversed, as in female energy with Mars in and male energy with Venus in. It's more to do, to me, for me at least, about the square of the fixed signs that are represented in these cards. Scorpio and Aquarius are both fixed stars, fixed zodiac signs, and they make a square. And to have the eternal lovers coming up in a square of signs, it might be talking about what we are talking in this whole week, about battles that might be won or lost, or the casualties that we face in a battle or in a war, because wars are always on this planet somewhere. And I feel what I was explaining on the other video that got a bit double voiced, had an echo for some reason, made a mistake on the editing. What I'm feeling from these cards is that we need to pick up the battles that we are doing. We need to pick up which battles we need to continue and which battles we need to let go of. And see where we might think that we're losing a battle and feel the disappointment and feel the defeat, but instead we're not losing anything, we're gaining experience. As long as you don't have, how can I say it, human casualties, I believe that everything else can be fixed. And on everything else you can gain experience and just count your blessings, count your casualties, count what you needed to do and didn't, and what you can do better on the next time. For me, these two cards speak exactly about that. I'm not sure how to explain it in English, but it's kind of a weird feeling to have both cards talking about female and male energies in such a reverse side, and to have both the 5 pointed stars heading showing lower, as in showing to the earth, as in the energy of the planet coming to the earth and the energy of this planet coming to the earth and through the sign, and signifying that some things are lost because they're meant to be lost. So count your battles and see where you need to fight and where you don't need to fight. Don't let things don't feel disappointed because you didn't win something. That's the feeling of it. The weird part of this spread, for me the interesting part of this spread, is the Two of Swords that was the last card on the deck. And in any other tarot card, it's tarot deck, it speaks about a dilemma. It speaks about not being able to make a decision. It speaks about being cut off from your emotions and trying to find a solution in a dilemma that you cannot see it because you are blindfolded. In this card, the artist talks about peace, and we have the moon in Libra. The moon in Libra can bring the end of any war. It can bring the diplomatic aspect of us out. That's how I feel it. So if you put it together with the last two cards and the unconditional love, the whole spread here, it talks about love being expanded in the world, trying to use what you know in a diplomatic way, and trying to release that anger and that fear and feel the love that we're all made of. That's the feeling I'm getting for this spread. And to actually name one more time my mentor and very good friend, at least that's how I feel her, Miss Zoe Hind. She made these cards, and they're really beautiful cards with the oracle cards that she has. It's the Wisdom from the Woods, and she's using the Druid alphabet of Ireland, that they were using the trees in order to describe and to name their alphabet. So this one is not Hawthorne, I had Rowan, sorry, wrong card. I had Rowan. Is that the one? Yes, Rowan. I had Rowan drawn for this spread, and it's talking about the passion that burns in your heart. So I feel that's the whole conclusion of this spread, to find and use the passion in your hearts, to find what you feel burning in your heart and bring it out to the world. Raise your vibration through love, through pure unconditional love, and try to release the fear that is kind of lurking in all of us. I'm going to cut off the video. I'm hoping that you enjoyed it. I definitely did. Give me a like if you like on the video, give me a subscribe if you would like to follow, share this video if you feel drawn to that, and let me know what you think of it. Thank you very much, guys, and hope to see you again next week. Have a great full moon and a great week.